Doug Ford's gravy train continues to go off the rails with a new regional office in Ottawa being run by a former Conservative candidate. And on top of that, the former vice president of the PC party has been appointed as an Ontario judge. This coming after the province has appointed 2 former staffers to a committee that helps select provincial judges. And Doug Ford quintupling down on the idea that he should be able to appoint judges that align with his political interests. What's interesting about this Ottawa office is that even his own MPPs are against it. The idea for provincial governments to have an office in Ottawa is not an absurd one. But most provinces, don't have Ottawa within its province. Typically in the past, Ontario governments would appoint one of their local MPPs in the Ottawa area to represent them in Ottawa, the liaison between them and the federal government. Of the 3 main MPPs that Doug Ford has in Ottawa, 2 of them have been kicked out of his cabinet, and one of them is Goldie Gamari, who, not great. She's Pierre Poilievre's provincial counterpart and can no longer legally practice law in Ontario. Real top-notch talent you got there, Doug. Lisa MacLeod, who used to be part of Doug Ford's cabinet, is against the idea of having this Ottawa office at all, with her even refusing to attend the opening of the office. And here's the thing, ultimately, all of these things individually are not that bad. Setting up an Ottawa office kind of makes sense. Having it be run by somebody who agrees with you politically also makes sense. I can see why Doug Ford thinks it makes sense to appoint judges who align with him politically, even though that is not something we historically do in this country. The problem is, once you add all of these things up, Doug Ford's gravy train is getting out of control. Remember, this is also the guy who sold his family's company to a firm who later their CFO left and joined a new company, the company that, is starting a spa in Toronto. Nothing sketchy there. Just another average day for Doug Ford's gravy train.